Good to see these season campaigners at Galway coming back around. The punters can remain loyal, and oftentimes if you're a Galway specialist they can reward. Silver class towards the inside, lining up Hogan for Tony Martin, but that's it. They're racing for the easy kick. It's handicap hurdle over 2 mile, and towards the outside Young Fitzy is keen to go forward as they make their way towards flight number 1. And unlike our opening contest, there's plenty of competition for the early pace as they all clear flight number 1 safely. It's a long road is the early back marker. So racing to the bend now to make their way on down the hill. The first two go on with purpose as she tops the lot, and Rachel Blackmore from Young Fitzy is towards the outside. On the inside is Listentillitellyea, and they're being followed just in behind by Son of Hypnos. Silver Closet on the inside, just ahead of Delight Fantastic, and towards the outside is Darkened with the yellow sleeves. Cole the Barman is just behind Hazran. Golf Marin is in the white cap and the hoop sleeves 3/4 ways back with plenty of cover. Just ahead of this one is Deja Rouge. The pink on the white outside of the pack is Getaway Kate. Trevina's last of all. Insane Bolt is towards the back of the field, as is Wajud, as they go now towards flight number 2. And out front it is She Tops the Lot who's going to lead them over. From towards the outside, Young Fitzy. They're being chased down the inner in third by Listentillitellyea, and just in behind these Son of Hypnos. Then Field de Mott is next on the outside with Darkened just wider out. Down their inside are both Delight Fantastic and Silver Class. Hazran is next, and they're being chased by It's a Long Road in the orange. Towards the outside of Deja Rouge, beginning to go ordinarily at a double. And a mistake there, and a bad one by Hazran just in front of Cole the Barman. Golf Marin was just in behind that, but unhampered. Getaway Katie's towards the outside. They're being followed by Wajud. Power's Bomb is tucked away on the inside with just a few behind. Puncher's Power and one cool power keep company towards the back. Insane Bolt and Trevina are the back pair. So racing past the judge, it is She Tops the Lot, placed on 10 over 16 starts, who leads from Young Fitzy on the outside. In third is Listentillitellyea. They're being followed by Son of Hypnos next as they're going to race into the turn. She Tops the Lot from Young Fitzy. Right behind them is Field de Mott. They're being followed towards the inside by Listentillitellyea, Son of Hypnos, Silver Class, Delight Fantastic and Darkened. Right down the inside is Deja Rouge, Cole the Barman, and then It's a Long Road. Hazran is next, and they're being followed by Wajud. Golf Marin has plenty to pass. Power's Bomb is towards this one's inside. They go now towards the 2 flights, bringing them away from the stands, and She Tops the Lot leads from Young Fitzy, who's jumping in second. A little awkward over that one. In third, another mistake there by Hazran, as towards the inside Silver Class improves to join the third. Listentillitellyea over the next on the inside as She Tops the Lot. We take the opportunity, Jamie. We highlighted Golf Marin coming from a long way back in Tipperary. Gonna have to do it in Galway.
He's going to have to pass plenty. I think the high catcher down the rail in the red colours is Silver Class, the stable mate of the favourite Peter Carberry, getting a lovely run so far. Hopefully that door will stay open. Darkened on the outside. Rachel has not gone very quick in front, so no surprise to see them well stacked up. But look at the red colours with the black down the inside. He's jumping for fun. Harry Swan's just behind him on Delight Fantastic. He won't be far away either.
Well, Hazran and Trevina dropped right out, but down the hill they come. She Tops the Lot. It's going to lead them down from Listentillitellyea is racing in second. Young Fitzy is third. Field de Mott gets right into it. On the outside, Darkened, Silver Class, Delight Fantastic and Son of Hypnos. They're being followed by Deja Rouge, and then towards the outside, Cole the Barman. Wajud is right there too. One cool poet is towards the outside of Puncher's Poet, and Golf Marin is in the sheepskin noseband, but plenty of cover there and needs to be up quick. Heading now towards the dip and shortly climbing toward the second last, and She Tops the Lot is being headed now. Taking over the lead is Listentillitellyea and Dara O'Keefe. Going in pursuit, Darkened on the outside. Dennis Hogan trains and rides himself and lost one down the centre. Wajud is gone and took down Getaway Katie, who was dropping back in any case, making the climb now towards home. And on the inside, Listentillitellyea. On the outside is Darkened, Delight Fantastic. Insane Bolt is trying to stay on. Golf Marin is picking off a few, but a few more to go. Silver Class is there at the final flight. Darkened lands in front from over on the far side. Listentillitellyea. The pair have drawn clear of Insane Bolt and Delight Fantastic. And on the far side, Listentillitellyea. Near side, Insane Bolt coming home strongly, but Darkened narrowly has it now. Darkened, Insane Bolt and Golf Marin, but on the inside, Listentillitellyea. Darkened is going to possibly just maybe see it out from Listentillitellyea. Insane Bolt. Golf Marin came from a long way back to Delight Fantastic. Silver Class. Trevina came from a long way back to mid-division. She tops the lot, and then Field de Mott, Cole the Barman, Power's Bomb. Deja Rouge was next in front of Son of Hypnos. Hazran, and then came behind lead. It's a long road and one cool poet. It looks as though Darkened for Dennis Hogan trains it and rides himself has just about hung on. We will need the picture to confirm. Good to see riders up of Getaway Katie. Rider Getaway Katie, Shane Fitzgerald is up, and also Shane Mulcahy there to their feet. Dennis Hogan's other runner, but Dennis Hogan's going to be watching the picture, and he's on the near side. Watch the heads. On the far side, trying to battle for that is Dara O'Keefe and Tom Gibney. It's closer than I thought. It is closer than I thought. You would think Darkened, but you wouldn't rule out. Listentillitellyea. We'll just have to wait.
Right, guys. put your money where your mouth is. I'm on Darkened. Jane?
Cameraman's usually right. That I think might be your winner.
Fran?
Yeah, he was on the head, Bob, obviously, but just a strike before line, he was definitely winning, but I do think he's just hung on Ruby, but the front is taking a little bit of time.
It is a race of two halves. Obviously, the front two, Darkened and Listentillitellyea, were both up there all the way. The two that come from off the pace, Insane Bolt and Golf Marin. Hard to know who was in the right place, and they all finished so close, but fascinating race to watch, Fran.
It was, and it went very steady, I think, on the front end, Ruby. As I said, Darkened was wide, he travelled well into it, the horse on the inside battling out with him now, Listentillitellyea, but there was a lot of horses running key in mid-division, silver class, a couple of them were doing far too much. Both the third and fourth are finishing off well at the death.
Denis Hogan looks like he has dropped his whip. Here comes the results.
Easy fix handicap hurdle.
From one.
But he has won,
20.
so he will not mind too much. Jane
was
and Marin, the winner of
number
this
6
race.
was fifth.
I do think he retired after winning this race a few years ago, Jane, but he's come back.
Yeah, he must have known after Boo a Boy in 2020 that Darkened was going to be on the horizon, and maybe he mapped out a plan. But in the colours of Justin Carthy, they will breathe a sigh of relief. It was a very, very close one to call.
Denis is with Andy Mack.
Dennis, that was a very satisfactory punch of the air you gave there.
I'd have been sick if I got beat, to be honest, Andy. I dropped my stick, but I'm not sure that worked for him, because he actually gave me a bit more without the stick, and I probably gathered more hold of him than I would have had. But to be fair, the last day we learned a bit. JJ rode him handier than we told him to, and it worked out. And Dustin said to me on the way up, "You better ride him with a bit of light and close enough." I said, "Let's do that," and probably took over a bit sooner than ideal, but he doesn't like horses around him, and to be fair, he was honest for me.
You always look to be happy with where you were, though. You always travelled well, and you always said, as you said, you had plenty of light with him.
Yeah, he travelled well. We didn't go quick, and he loved that. Harry said to me here, he said, "We're hacking out." I said, "No, not at all." I was like, hoping we go slow, because he's probably not a dour stair. He's a miler on the flat, and he's after getting his act together this year, and he's running good on the flat. He won well in Kilbeggan. He's doing nothing wrong, so he was in the sales next week, but we might drive on for another while.
You retired a few years back, Dennis, but you're back. You seem to be loving it as much as ever.
Well, you can hear the blow. We know, Andy. I probably shouldn't be, but this race 2 years ago, I won on one of my own and packed it up, and I was sorry the next day. But I gave 6 months on the sidelines looking at a few others that I'd love to be riding, and I said, "Feck it, I said I can do this for another while." So thank God it's paid off today, and a good winner in Killarney, and yeah, I enjoy doing it. It's a good buzz out, but I don't ride them all. You won't see me riding over fences, but I enjoy that, and it keeps me fit and keeps my eye in the yard, and get to sit on a few. And great bunch of lads. Shane Mulcahy's there. He's probably itching for me to give it up, but he's a good lad, and he's a hard worker, and he will get his chance eventually.
And before I let you go, this fella's in again later in the week.
He is in on the flat, a mile and a half on Thursday. He might need one or two to come out, but he's in there. If he's well, he'll probably go. He's been running away busy. He's been in Killarney. He's been to Leopardstown the last 2 weeks. He's good for the lads in the yard, the apprentices there. Sean Bowen rode him last week, was third in him. Dan King rode him the week before, was third in him. He gives them good experience, and we'll see. He might be a horse for Listowel or somewhere later on.
Thank you.
Yeah, cheers.
Well, obviously we're not going to have a winning trainers interview, because we just had the winning trainer and rider together, but